Washington football addicts, baby. Let's go. Washington football addicts. We've been repping for years. Always keeping it real. It's Rod, Steve, Devin, Phil. We talking about latest deals and what goes on the field and happenings with the team. So listen if you a fiend.
Hey, yo.
Shut up, man. You realize I got to change the goddamn song again, man?
Yeah, that's okay.
We'll get to that in a second.
We will. What is up, Washington football addicts, Washington football nation? Hey, it's your boys back here for episode 89. 89, fellas. We almost at 90. And so we're going to start like we always do. Big Phil, show them what's up.
You know what time it is, pod 89. This doesn't even there's zero competition here. We are going to talk about Santana Moss.
Hey.
All right.
I named my son's middle name is Santana after Santana Moss.
Well, you know what? That's a damn good middle name, especially consider the fact that Santana Moss, 10 seasons with the team, 581 receptions, 7,867 yards, 47 touchdowns, countless spins of the ball, first downs. You realize that we've been to the playoffs 5 times in this century. Moss has been on 3 of those teams. And a big key contributor on all 3, too. All right. You know, how many great plays have we seen Santana Moss make over the years? He's the only receiver who has consistently made the bubble screen work for this franchise. He's
Cowboy
killer, Eagle killer, Giants killer. Love it. Came here. I liked him. I wanted him coming out of Miami in the draft. I remember he went to the Jets. He was there for 4 years. He was productive with the Jets. He even had a 1,000-yard season with them. But he had his best seasons with us. And you know that he is still the single-season record holder for most receiving yards in a year because of his 2005 season. 1,483 yards on 84 catches. That was the year that Mark Brunell actually went off as quarterback for us.
Yeah,
with 24 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards passing. That team's a bit underrated because they didn't win the division. I think people forget that team was pretty good. Pretty good, especially on defense. So Santana Moss, love watching the offseason. You've been getting better and better with that whole preseason show with Julie. And, just looking forward to seeing you do, more and more great things for this franchise and your new roles. But as a player, Santana Moss, definitely one of my favorite players, especially of the 21st century.
Amen. Appreciate it, Phil. Oh, as always, thank you to the human computer. Hey, and shout out to Santana, man. Big Tana. One of the, stalwarts of the Washington Redskins / Washington football team, man. He's one of the greats. I'm glad he stuck around.
And I'll say this, look, my son was born the Friday before the Monday Night Miracle. So put it this way, Santana Moss will always hold a special place in my heart, not just for the Monday Night Miracle, but the fact that was the first game I ever got to celebrate as a father. Was just those 2 touchdowns that he had against Dallas in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, what's up, T-Ho? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show tonight. Yeah, man, we all miss Santana, the Cowboy Killer. That's right. Great memories. All right, so without further ado, let's get started for the show today. First, we want to start off by saying, hey, you guys saw the last show. Rod came on here. He spilled his guts. He poured his heart out. This team just, pushed him over the edge. And that is understandable. Look at the shirt that I'm wearing. Look at this shirt. You know where I got this from, Dev?
Hogshaven.
You know where I got this from, Dev?
Where?
You!
I
bought this from your Pyrex God store like 3 years ago.
I made that shirt.
You did 3 years ago when I first met you.
I already have one of those.
Look at that. I said, man, I support you no matter what. I support anybody. If I think you're cool, I'll support you. I don't care. And like, I didn't even know you, but like, I'll buy your shirt. And look at it. I always wear it. Fed up. It's now, you know, more applicable than ever. But anyways, yeah. So
collector's edition.
That's right. So Rod's gone. We're all still here. T-Ho, don't do Rod like that. Don't do Rod like that.
No. You gotta understand, guys. Silver and black. I can wear it with my black shoes. I can wear it with my blue shoes.
Man.
I can wear it with my red shoes.
Hey, man, we're not strong enough. We're not strong as Dave
because it
Chappelle
goes with my gear, guys.
The Me Too movement, bro.
to do the
God. When I heard him say that, I was like, bro.
Yeah, we are all fed up. That's right.
Shout
out to Rod. He's not here with us anymore.
Rod,
but
congratulations, he's now joined Redskins West.
Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me.
You go out west, you become a Raiders fan, and the second day on the job, your coach gets fired.
Time will tell.
You know what's going to be great is if we went out the rest of the way.
Hey, I should be in Hamilton, bro.
Rod will never be allowed back in his fan base because we'll know he was the curse.
Well, he already said there's in some of the groups they're calling for Mariota over Carr, like so. I think
it's not just our fan base.
That's what I'm saying. It's not just our fan base, and
the coach is a racist.
He's a racist.
That's racist.
That's racist. All right, so let's get into it. So John Gruden, Bruce Allen, and the Washington football team drama. So a lot has happened in the last 3 days? 3 days, give or take?
Hey, how's that laugh going to Simpsons? That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's right. Man. So I'll just briefly explain it, then I'll kick it to you guys to share your thoughts. So during the Wilkinson investigation, there was all these emails that went out, and now Dan and Bruce are in their own litigation. I forget what state it's in. You guys probably know. I don't know.
Maryland.
But it's in its own litigation, and these emails, were leaked to the public. And the NFL had these emails. They sent them to the Raiders on Friday of last week, I believe, or was it in June? I can't remember. I heard June and I heard Friday. I don't know what it was. But either way, they've had these emails, and then lo and behold, bam, they get released, they get redacted, they get released, and Chucky resigns. I'm sure it was one of those, either you resign or we'll fire you. Come on, let's just be real. They had going all the way back to, was it 8 or 9 years? It started in 2011, and it went to like 20, went till Bruce was here, which was 2019. 2020.
Bruce was here the entire time that email chain was going on.
So it wasn't pretty. I don't know how you recover from that. It was just, downright ugly. But there's linkages now to the Washington football team somehow because Bruce Allen was here. He was using personal emails. He was using official emails. So that's the linkage. And so now there's all this drama. So Phil, go ahead.
Here's the thing I don't understand. And T-Ho in the comments, you're about to make my point.
What's up, Thomas Millen?
Hey, Thomas.
Thanks for joining us.
T.O. says, put his comment up. I hope they have enough evidence to put the dirt on Dan Snyder. I hope the NFL will force him to sell the team. Dan Snyder was the one who got these emails leaked. If he had anything to do with it, you think that was going to happen? No. This is about Bruce Allen, who has been the real enemy, the active enemy for the past decade for this franchise. But everyone wants to blame Dan because everybody has this weird, perverse fetish about somehow Dan getting forced out. And they start sitting behind the computer screens doing this furiously because they think that somehow this is going to get rid of Dan Snyder because Dan, he's so evil. And then you listen to who they want to buy a team. Jeff Bezos. Everybody forgets that Jeff Bezos, as much as we like Amazon, he's an asshole.
Hey, bro, I met Jeff Bezos once, bro. I met Jeff Bezos at Amazon.
I like Amazon fine enough. I don't really use it that much, actually, relative to the rest
like
of
a nice little guy, though.
But
hey, he took William Shatner to space. Give him a break.
Right. He took that man where no man has ever gone before, except him the first time, right?
That's
I
right.
mean, tell me if that's not symbolic. You're crowning achievement to humanity, taking humanity into space for private space
Hey man,
flight.
that's
And you
up
make
there,
your
man.
rocket look like a
That's up.
dick.
That's up there with like existentialism and freeing the slaves and William Shatner actually going to fucking space. That's up there, man. I'll tell my
Yeah.
grandkids about that shit. Like I won't tell her about like Jim Crow or no shit she could use. I'd say, hey, guess
Then
what?
tell them about Elon
We
Musk.
sent
He's a much
Captain
better
Kirk
human
to
being.
space.
But
Actually, it
anyway,
happened.
Hey, real quick
Dan's
trivia.
going nowhere.
Not for Phil. But someone tell me why you think I'm wearing a Montreal Expos band today. And if you know the answer, just put it in the comments. I just want to see if anyone else knows why. But I like this headband. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Phil.
Close these nuts. Anyway.
Dad, what do you think about all this nonsense, man?
Man, look, the way I feel about it is this. First of all, fuck John Gruden and his record label and the staff. You want to be down with the Raider Nation, and fuck you too. Chino XL, fuck you too, bad boy. Nah, I was joking. But on the real, bro, John Gruden's a racist, man. I wouldn't. It's shocking. It's almost like the Tiger Woods. Like, oh my God, he likes to fuck people. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like that's how I felt when you hear John Gruden. Like, oh my God, motherfucking nigga's racist. I had no idea of this. No one did because of John Gruden. Everybody loved that guy, right?
Yeah.
But another flip side of the story is that
I wonder if Jay's the same way.
nah, I wondered that, man. I feel like
Good job,
Jay's.
T-Ho.
I
You
feel
got
like
it.
Jay's for lack of a better term, black sheep of the family, man. I just feel like it. I feel like he's like the one that,
Unintended.
yeah. I wonder. I feel like he would be the one that's way left than the other ones. That's
Yeah.
how. Maybe I just want to because he's from Louisville.
In these emails,
Louisville.
he was bashing Goodell the whole time, right? Called him all these different names. And I think if he didn't do that, this might have never even gotten leaked, released, whatever. But I'm sure the NFL was like, all right, I got you. You want to see how? Okay, let's play this.
Crazy
My
thing is
logic
that
is
totally agree. I totally agree with his sentiments, not his phrasing, but his sentiments towards Goodell.
First of all, I'm offense. I take offense to Michelin tire lips because I got big lips. Fucked up, bro. Funny as hell though. So from now on, every episode, I'm gonna say your mama joke about John Gruden. Your mama's so fat that she wore a Malcolm X t-shirt. John Gruden helicopters land on her chest. So fuck you. That's my John.
Hey,
that's okay because you're talking about Jay Gruden's mama in the
you know what?
time, so that's cool.
Fuck Preston Marshall too, right? We haven't said that in a long time.
Fuck Preston Marshall.
It's been a while.
Anyways,
right.
man, the funniest thing about it though is that he can make fun of your boys' black features all day long, but as soon as he said something about the gay people, man, everybody they got his ass about there immediately, man. It was like on Players Club whenever dude said, "Where can I start?" He was like, "Immediately." That's how it felt when they fired Gruden.
So let me ask you guys this though. So we talked about this a little bit before, the linkage, right? So the NFL released these emails. So a set of emails gets John Gruden fired. We had a 10-month investigation with Beth Wilkinson for the Washington football team, an oral report, because to protect the identities of some of the women, maybe some came out and said they didn't mind being released or on the record, but we don't have a report. So do you think public pressure, the public perception, I'm not going to call it, it's not cancel culture, but the pressure that they're getting from the responses, and people are already petitioning. I've already seen 2 lawyers are now filing petitions with the NFL to develop a report. Like, do you think it's going to come of anything? And Dev, I'll start with you.
No, I mean, personally, unless they find a smoking gun that links something directly to Daniel Snyder, no. They've already punished them for all the stuff they already found.
Smoking gun.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I wonder, people say the NFL is covering for Snyder. I think personally the NFL hates Snyder. I think they want him out. They feel like he's wasting a market. He's a terrible owner. The attendance is from second or third in the league to butthole last. The revenue, they used to be one of the top Forbes teams every year. Now they're like in the bottom 10. It's like it's a whole upside down.
Yeah, it is for real.
So I think they hate him enough that if they found anything directly linking to Snyder, they would have jumped on that shit, just like they jumped on sending that second list of email stuff out about John. Excuse me, Jay. John.
Yeah.
So I think for that reason alone that he will be the first person they want to throw out or put their feet to the fire, so to say.
They wanted him out so bad.
Yeah.
They wanted this report to be damning.
But I could be wrong, man.
I think that there is such a lack of a smoking gun. That's why I was doing my little thing here, because there's more of a smoking gun with me vaping to my 2 fingers than there is in this report. Because if there was a smoking gun, they would have released that report and had him out of here instantly, because it is well known that Dan Snyder was not popular amongst the owners in the first 10 years. But ever since that whole salary cap deal, when he did not collude with the rest of the ownership on the uncapped year.
Fuck you, John Mayer.
Yeah. When he, fuck John Mayer, I hate that guy. When he didn't collude with the rest of the owners, that's when Dan Snyder became public enemy number 1 amongst the owners. This is well documented. This is not rumor. This has been stated by every legitimate source that's ever said a word about this. They wanted Snyder. If there was a smoking gun, trust me, they would have gotten him, because they wanted to get him, and there was nothing there. If there was something there, trust me, that report would have been out. It would have been written. We would have seen it. I think that it's so embarrassing, the lack of a tie to Snyder directly. He's guilty of being too laissez-faire and letting other people do their thing and letting other people run things. But that's because he's aloof. He was disconnected. All right?
Yeah.
Now, you can fault him for that, for being disconnected, but he didn't actively do anything. If he did, trust me, they would have jumped on the smallest thing and gotten him out of here.
Yep. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. At least I'll say in the next.
I mean, all the people that want Dan out, I understand he's a crap ass owner. I'm not going to say he's made a lot of good changes, and I hope whoever the new owner would be, if they do that, continues to keep up that stuff, because I famously have said, never pass up some for show pussy for some I don't know pussy, man. So you might be passing up some, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who might be the next guy owning the team, man. They might mess around and be like Dolan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Right. And Thomas Millen's comment about I'm waiting for them to release it and ruin several other people outside the Washington football team. I don't know if that's a conspiracy theory or if there's talk about the owners are in the good old boy system.
Hey, man, they might have Roger Goodell licking buttholes, bro. You don't know what
it opens Pandora's box for all the other coaches.
I got into an argument with someone an hour before this podcast who said that Dan Snyder is the worst.
You'll get in an argument with somebody? No.
Yeah, me argue never.
I mean, Donald Sterling, or whatever his name, might have a
worst. He said the worst owner in the NFL history.
Okay. All right.
And I said, let us not remember Bob Irsay.
Jim Irsay?
Anything about
Jim's dad was way worse.
Jim's dad
was a racist.
Yeah. Jim's father, Robert Irsay, is the worst owner in the history of professional football.
His son had a dead body in the apartment, man.
Al Davis did after 1985 puts him in a close second. As great as he was from the 60s until 85. From 85 on, Al Davis was the worst owner in football.
You know who the worst
owner
was?
Not named Bob Irsay. Word to our former host. That's your team's former owner.
The worst owner was Thomas Jefferson. I win.
George Washington too, right?
Pow, 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 pow.
Pow, 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 pow.
We're going to get fucked up.
Where else are you going to get those kinds of hot takes?
Thomas Millen, get the right lawyer, and you're liable to see Goodell go down too. Never know
I'm
that.
telling you, bro, they might find some like gay orgy or something that Jerry Jones and all of them are involved in, man. On that, you don't know what they're gonna find, bro.
Perhaps, but stuff like this takes away from the DEA investigation that magically appeared 2 weeks ago, and
about the DEA.
You know what I mean? It's gone. It is at the bottom of the news cycle now.
Hey,
they raided the facility.
I watched all the alphabets, man. Them DEA, FBI,
right.
NFL,
Ryan Vermillion, and they placed one other person on the
the DEA raided Ashburn, and they still didn't get rid of Snyder.
They got all the alphabets, man.
We in a world of trouble.
The only one that matters is the IRS.
DEA. We had Beth Wilkinson, the DEA. all the owners, everybody conspiring. They want Snyder gone. They can't get rid of the guy. Obviously, if there was something there, it would happen.
He's unbreakable. He's unbreakable. So that's a good transition to our next topic. So with all that stuff, we talk about stuff getting buried under the news cycle or stuff getting released to come out.
Rod's coming back.
Don't spread fake news, man. The team announced today, Jason Wright announced today, they are retiring Sean Taylor's jersey. Today on social media, it was announced. They are releasing. And while we talk about this, you know what we're going to do? I think we're going to go ahead and let me throw this picture up here.
Don't accidentally hit none of your wife's picture on there now.
Nah, man. Look at that. So we'll leave this up here while we talk about our man Sean Taylor. So we've been waiting 14 years. His death is almost 14 years. I want to say November 7th. Don't quote me. November 7th, something like that. First week of November. 14 years since he's passed in 2007. And
damn.
A lot of people have been calling for his jersey retirement, and I get it. They don't retire a jersey. It just doesn't happen. And Al Evans, thanks for joining us, bro. I got to get your comment in there. Snyder's turning us to embarrassing clown shows, doing Sean Taylor wrong, and that's what I want to talk about.
Dan Snyder had anything to do with that?
We don't know.
Bro. We're gonna beat the Chiefs, bro.
But the optics of putting Sean Taylor's jersey in retirement after what just happened a couple days ago and all the drama surrounding it, am I not wrong saying this just looks bad? The optics just look bad.
Well, you know why they did it, right?
To put him at the bottom of the news cycle like everything else?
No, it's because of the fact that now, I mean, we don't have to worry about the fact that Sean Taylor's jersey doesn't match Rod's sneakers, whether they're black or blue.
Oh, zing! Rod, welcome to the stream.
But
here's the thing.
No, in all seriousness,
3 days.
I don't even know if this was pre-planned but
it wasn't announced pre-planned.
It was not announced.
We got more notice about Coldplay.
I really get the feeling that this was a Jason Wright move, because it's more in his purview anyway to do that. He may have suggested it to Snyder, and Snyder said anything as a distraction. Yeah, go ahead and do it. But I think that this is a Jason Wright move because it just feels like a Jason Wright move.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say until I hear otherwise, I'm going to assume that this was Jason Wright's call.
And shame on Jason Wright. This is the first bad move he's made. Like Jamal said, they should have been announced so people could get tickets. It is going to be majority.
It's probably because ticket sales are slumping for this week.
Jason Wright probably like taking his job's the worst movie ever made. Hell.
Yeah. Like Nas, Dan got you looking, made you look, right? Thank you for joining, Jimmy.
Braveheart. Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah, they said sorry for the short notice. And then you know what happens? FedEx Field and Jason, they talk about Coldplay 8 months from now. Listen, Phil, you and I are going to the Cowboys game, December 12th, 1 o'clock on Sunday.
That'd be beautiful.
Why not do it there? You pump it up for 2 months.
It's going to be a divisional game.
We can finally have the opportunity to have home field advantage for the first time in how long? Maybe since 2012, end of the season when I was there.
I love Sean Taylor, man, but if you're going to retire somebody's number, it need to be Darryl Green's first. Just me.
You got a point there. You're not wrong.
Here's the thing.
I think it was more special when he wasn't retired.
Sean Taylor was murdered in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why the number gets such reverence. But we had a 21 who helped us win a Super Bowl. Word Ernest Biner. And we have several other players who just the totality of their careers deserve that spot before Sean. But because of the fact that this is a man who was just about to reach the pinnacle of greatness and keep it there for several years, cut down in his prime because of some, assholes, some horrible people trying to rob his home. Mm-hmm. I get it, and I understand it, and I don't have a problem with it.
Don't you think that the retiring the jersey, though, I think that the fact that no one wore it and it wasn't retired was more special to me than if you just officially retired. I think the thought that, hey, this guy's jersey's not retired, we're not going to wear it. I think that was a better sentiment to Sean Taylor, personally.
Perhaps. I mean, possibly. You're not wrong.
I'm what you call a party pooper. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
yeah,
shots fired. Rodney says Raiders colors will match your Saucony lifting shoes, Phil. Come on over to Raider Nation where the team owner isn't all the news, where the team president isn't even top.
First of all, I thought that word was Saucony for like 44 years of my life. So I don't know. Is it Saucony? Am I tripping?
Saucony.
Ain't got no love for the West Coast.
I'm saying it wrong.
Ain't got no love for the Las Vegas and the Raiders.
Nah, man. Bad Boys for life.
Fat Boys for life. I miss Fat Boys, man.
No. Hey, Shotgun's gonna come on with us when we talk about the Packers.
Shout out to Shotguns. Shotguns. He had the closest score prediction versus the Saints. I got pulled up right now. He predicted 31-21 New Orleans. And what was the final score? 33-20?
33-22.
There you go.
You know what pissed me off is that last touchdown that Kamara scored ruined it because I was so close on the score up to that point.
You got jokes. Shotgun's coming on the Packers.
Yeah, hey, Shotguns. Rodney has departed. He has resigned. He is now part of the Black and Silver Nation.
In that gangster lean.
Chris Blow.
To go so soon.
Chris Blow thought it had to do with the article about Porter's retirement because they moved Sean's locker outside the parking lot. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know.
Up, Rod. There you go.
I wonder if this sheriff, I'm gonna get you to pick up Clinton Portis, man. That'd be fucking dope.
It would be. You know what's going to be dope when we start talking predictions about this weekend's score. That's going to be interesting. I'm kind of scared, to be honest with you.
Rod's coming back, man.
Did he?
Look, man, we was all going to dress up as the Ninja Turtles, and he ruined it.
I know a former co-host of this show who has a bald head.
We almost all bald.
Yeah.
All right. So Sean Taylor. So before we finish all, do you guys care? Do you like the move? Do you not like the move, Phil? Just wrap it up. What's your opinion on it?
My opinion is that are the optics bad? Yes. Do I think it's a move that needed to happen? Absolutely. You know, you were going to retire his jersey at some point anyway, so it needed to happen. I don't like the optics of it, but the move isolated from everything else, I'm cool with.
Okay, fair enough. Dev, what say you?
What? I forgot. What was the question?
Do you like Ford or Chevy?
Chevy.
No. What do you think about the Sean Taylor jersey return? Just good, bad? You like it? You don't like it?
Yeah, like I was saying, I mean, it's cool, man. But like I said, I thought it felt more special to me that nobody wore it, even though he hadn't been retired. That's my only gripe, but it's cool, man. I don't have a problem with it. I think it, like you guys were saying, it's a distraction. But
yeah, I think it's
a pleasant one. That's worse ways to distract us, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well,
like Jeff George's numbers.
Now that let's close out these comments. Yes, he does deserve better. I agree. I said that on Twitter. I think he does deserve better. And you know what? It's going to happen. I just hope it's special, and I hope that it's something that for those of us who don't go to the game, that we have the opportunity to watch something on CSN Washington later or on the app, the Washington football app. Make it something that at least we can see it. This is a huge moment for everyone. Film it, produce the shit out of it, market it. Then I would not
social media team for this franchise is really good. They should be able to put something together quick.
Yeah. So
I'm a real American. I'll be the red and yellow.
We'll just keep flashing these comments. Ron Joyce Raider. Yeah, we joked about joining Raider Nation. They don't have a coach, so we might actually win this weekend. Now that Rod took the doo-doo stigma with him, so who knows?
If Rod's a Raiders fan, he should be rooting for us to beat the Chiefs this weekend.
Yeah, you should be.
He should be rooting hard. He should be rooting as if he was a fan.
Let's talk.
I feel like what's that neighbor on a Boomerang? whenever he like brings over the other chick and she's outside like with her hair rollers in and shit, like Tisha Campbell. I feel like I'm that girl whenever he rolls up with the Raiders. He gonna cheat on you, girl. Don't trust him, girl. Run, girl. Like I'm saying it to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel right now. He's gonna leave you, Raiders. He's coming back home, bro. He's
All right,
coming back.
We'll see.
So let's go into the Kansas City Chiefs preview, fellas. All right. This is coming across okay. I'm gonna flash the little bit of their numbers for you. Let's go. So the Chiefs 2-3, which is surprising. You know, they're we know they're a very good team. They're very talented, but 2-3, they've had some pretty uncharacteristic games this year. Mahomes is a little bit off key, but coming into this game, who knows? Like outside of all the drama, any given Sunday is always a possibility. You can never write that off. Injury report for them today was as of yesterday. Tyreek Hill didn't play. I didn't see the injury report for today for them, but hey, if you don't play, oh my gosh, we got a chance. And then I got to say, Jaron Reed, their defensive tackle, I named my second son after this dude. I'm not going to lie. Not because of him in general. I just love the name Jaron. We were watching the 2015 NFL draft, and Jaron Reed came out of Alabama and got drafted. And I just love the name. So my 4-year-old son is named Jaron, but we spell it with an R instead of an A. Wow. Put that little plug out there. So listen, their offense, high power. Look at those numbers. 5th points for, 4th in yards.
Look at the defense.
Yeah, we'll get to the defense. Because we are right next to them.
On the flip side,
we're not even that. Here's the worst part: we're not even that far behind them. And if you really look at it, I mean, we're 12th in points.
On the flip side,
our defense is right with them.
On the flip side, Mahomes has 6 interceptions. He hadn't have 6 interceptions all year last year.
Yeah, I know, right? Aaron Rodgers the same way.
Yeah, like he's going to give you a few chances. You know, I think this is the game. It's the Pittsburgh game. I think it's a trap for him.
It could be trap game.
They don't, and Hilaire isn't playing at running back.
I'm going to tell y'all what the line is
for
score. Washington right now, if it's worth throwing any money on. T.O. thinks we're going to win this Sunday.
Dude, I do too. I think if they just line up 2 safeties, man, the whole time, don't put single safety over top and just let them run, dog. That's not what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So let them run.
Yeah.
And then let your chips fly where they may after that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like they should do it. Let him run. Andy Reid's not going to run all day.
Yeah.
Even if you give it to him, he's not
going
to.
They got a terrible run defense, though. But hey, if you want to bet money on the Washington football team, where I play at on mybookie.ag, Kansas City is only favored by 6.5, and I think that's nonsense. And if you want to play money line, which is straight up, if you bet $100, it's plus 240. So if you throw 100 on the Washington football team to win straight up, you win 240. I cannot believe those odds. It's only a 6.5 point spread. That's insane. But looking at their numbers,
is not the Kansas City of old. This is a struggling team with a defense. Look at
horrible offensive line too. They got one of the
Everybody talks about how horrible our defense is. Their defense is worse in every statistical category.
Every game so far, they said that a team has set a yardage record on them. A team yardage record on them.
They
just like us.
Yeah, I mean, look. They allow 32.6 points per game.
Yep.
That's worse than the league.
Heels hurt.
Now we're at 31 and we're second worst, but that's still a full 1.5, over a 1.5 more than us. All right. They allow more passing yards per game, which is amazing because we're good for getting bombed on at least once every game. Just like some guy completely alone with no one else in the frame of your TV. And they allow way more rushing yards than we do a game too. Now, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
What
running the ball, what's that
enough
like?
Of?
Man, Hill's hurt. He might not play. Hilaire is not playing. Their line is crap. I'm just telling you, it's ripe for Washington to do a Pittsburgh San Francisco game, man.
Yeah,
because we can score against them. The same. Everybody's concerned about, they're going to score a couple points. We are too, probably. You know, I mean, it's not insane. How many points do they average a game versus us?
Who?
Well, they allow 32.6. We allow 31.
No, how many do they score on offense compared to our offense?
They score 30.8. We score 24.6.
Right. So like a 1 touchdown difference.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
I'm telling you.
24.6 points per game.
And we played the Chargers, the fucking Giants defense, the Bills #1 defense, the Saints #2 defense. You know, I'm just saying, bro. Like football's a game of matchups. I'm not saying we're better than the Chiefs, but I'm just saying we could be better than them tomorrow. Or Sunday. That's all I'm saying.
Possible.
I want double-digit carries for both Gibson and Patterson on Sunday.
Yeah. Jamal says, ain't no way in hell we win in this game. I'm with you, Jamal.
Look,
save that for the score predictions. Save that for the score predictions.
But the question is, who are the 2021 Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, who are they?
They're not the 2020 Kansas City Chiefs or the 2019. That's who they are. They are definitely not. They're 2-3 like we are. It's funny. They are a mirror image of us. They're a team that through both injuries and weird bad coaching are underachieving compared to what they are expected to do. It's just a bigger underachievement in their case, I should say. But look at it this way. Both teams are 1-2 at home. Both teams are 1-1 away. Both teams are 1-4 against the spread. I mean, it's such a mirror image. Both teams have above average offenses and points scored. Both teams have really, really, really bad scoring defenses. Both teams have a negative takeaway differential. Both teams are dealing with injuries to key players. Hell, Kansas City's got a longer current injury list than we do.
Yeah.
They have 4 guys on IR. We have 3. And Kyle Long's questionable for them. Duvernay is doubtful for them. We have 2 guys who are questionable, Landon Collins and Kyle Allen. But he'll always show up because we don't have a choice.
That's right. Jimmy makes a good point, though. If you look, like you said, Phil, look at the teams they played: Cleveland, Baltimore, LA, Philadelphia, and Buffalo. They played some 4 really good offensive teams. I think we played
some really good offensive teams too.
That's what I'm getting at.
We played way better defenses.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close as far as who they play versus. I would say New York.
If you look at this season in a bubble, this is a very close game. If you look at the season in a bubble,
right? Tion.
Yeah, let's look at Mahomes' numbers right now. 16 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I'd take that any day right now. He's still doing pretty well.
Yeah, Mahomes is the baby goat, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
look. I love Patrick Mahomes, and I'll be honest with you. I'll be totally honest with you. The Chiefs are a franchise I have always respected. As an organization.
Who's better, Allen or Jackson?
The what?
Who's better, Allen or Jackson?
Man, you are still hung up on this argument.
Man, it's fucking Jackson.
They're different quarterbacks. It's hard to say.
Jackson.
You got to frame it as who would you rather build a team around? I think that's a more fair question.
Shit, the Ravens ain't built a team around Jackson yet. He still got the best winning percentage since he started.
Hey, Dev, that's from Jamal saying you're high as hell when you were talking about we were going to win this weekend.
100% correct, Jamal. I am very high. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they do have a quarterback. That's the big thing. And Chris is right.
Giraffe pussy. Jamal.
They have they have an identity. We don't. And Dev is high as giraffe pussy. So yes.
That's
right. We don't have home field advantage. There'll be more Chiefs fans there probably watching this game to watch Sean Taylor jersey than. If
you worry about the crowd, you're gonna lose anyways.
Maybe 3 days is enough to people to scramble and get tickets and come to this game because of the Sean Taylor jersey.
They're giving out jerseys?
No, the jersey retirement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't like to run the ball too much. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire 300. Patrick, he probably had more yards.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been hurt. He's trust me because he's
not playing.
He is sucking big time for my fantasy team right now.
Yeah. They don't run, bro. Like, they don't run. So
So Tyreek Hill is clearly the number one weapon. 516 yards, 37 receptions, 4 touchdowns. He's definitely off kilter from last year. And then, but this is what scares me. Travis Kelce. I am terrified of Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. I mean, look how many deep passes we've given up this year.
I've been telling everybody Tyreek Hill is the best receiver in the league, and I know that's B Hop and Adams, but it's the best receiver in the league because I fear him the most. Out of all the other guys, what they can do, Tyreek Hill does one thing very well: get deep. Don't matter how he does it, scary as hell, man.
I'll be honest with you.
If you're joining us, T-Hill, take care, man.
Peace, and they got perhaps one of the greatest tight ends of all time.
I really, really, really pray to God we have a new free safety in this game.
Oh, wait a minute. Jamal and T-Hill said Tyreek Hill is not playing. He was DNP yesterday. Is he DNP
I didn't know if he was playing or not.
If he's DNP today, usually if you're out Thursday, you don't play. So I said I did not see today's injury report. I saw the Washington football team's injury report. I did not see Kansas City. So if someone could pull that up, that would be great.
I'm going to look for it now.
It don't matter. We letting third or fourth receiver score 80-yard touchdown. We letting Patterson catch 60-yard touchdowns on us anyway. I mean, it don't matter who it is.
Nicole Hardeman's going to go for 250, 225. I'm telling you, Travis Kelce, we can't cover tight ends, right? Our linebackers literally are allergic to cover tight ends. And we give up the deep ball because Landon Collins can't play, doesn't know how to cover.
Man, to Landon Collins' credit, he shouldn't be covering back.
He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be.
And by the way, I saw in the Bills game, Curl get burnt just like that twice. I've seen McCain get burnt just like that a few times this year. I've seen when they put Fuller back there in that dumbass inverted cover 2, I've seen him get beat like that. So it seems like it's a discipline problem or a scheme problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's everyone is getting beat like that. Landon Collins is the least likely person you want to cover deep. They need to use him closer to the line of scrimmage like they do your boy up in Seattle. By the way, I saw him get beat that exact same way Sunday too.
Yeah.
I'm
for it. Put him in the box and put a free safety back there next to Cameron Curl.
Put Everett back there, man.
Yeah, put him Everett. Back there. Love Everett, man.
Haven't I been calling
people last year? Man,
put Everett back there, man.
That dude. People didn't like him last year.
If the fans get their really weird wish,
they're scared of him. People are scared of Everett over the middle.
Dude,
it's funny because I've seen people say, why haven't they fired somebody? Who are you going to fire? And who are you going to bring in to be on the coaching staff? Who are you going to bring in right now? People want Del Rio fired. Now, if Del Rio gets fired, I want to throw in my hat right now to be the new defensive coordinator for this team because I've been calling to run a base 4-2-5 with Landon Collins playing Buffalo nickel in that hybrid linebacker safety spot to help with the tight end coverage. He should not be chasing receivers downfield because Bobby McCain, whatever. He should be McClain if he isn't, because he deserves that L. But he should not be back there trying to cover for old Bobby's mistakes at free safety. There is some serious miscommunication in that secondary because when you blow coverage that badly, that frequently, it's not a talent thing. So we've seen these guys be talented. Yeah. It is people don't know their responsibility.
Yeah.
By the way, Tyreek Hill did not practice today.
Okay.
He was banged up. Hilaire's not playing, and Kelsey's messed up too. I don't know. I know he was not practicing hard or whatever.
Well, let's go into the Washington quick injuries real quick. So I heard on the radio today, Cosme, Gibson, but they also announced that Gibson will play Sunday, but he was resting today. Jared Norris. They did say Sammy Reyes. I think it was a back injury is what I heard on the radio. And of
course,
did
not practice. Cam Sims did not practice.
He finna get sick.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be Cam, Sheriff, Samuel, Reyes. I don't know about Norris, and then Cosme are probably the ones who aren't going to make it on Sunday. Which kind of
Samuel didn't practice either.
Curtis Samuel. I mean, the little we saw him, it was pretty awesome. But
now
it's going to
be Brown was limited in practice today, so
yeah,
he may be back. And that
I want to see more of your boy, anyways, man, out there receiving.
And you know what? Which one?
Carter.
Deandre Carter? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. If you look at these defensive numbers, their defense is worse than ours, which is crazy.
100% worse. It's like almost worse all time worse. It's like Dallas of last year worse.
Yes, but I guarantee you they will have a breakout game against us on Sunday because that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes.
We've been scoring. We haven't had a problem putting points on the board, man, against good defenses.
There's something that feels strange right now, though, and I don't know what that strange brew is, but I think what it is that we're going to play a lot better than people expect, win or lose, right. and it's going to piss people off that we're going to look as good as we do on Sunday, win or lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to play good Sunday, and then against Packers, they're going to get their ass 8.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Phil, let's just start with you. So what are the keys to a victory on Sunday? What do we need to do to win?
Run the damn ball.
Run the ball. Run the dang ball.
30-plus runs. Here's the thing, all right? We should not have lost that game against the Saints. Did you see that time of possession stat that came up, Steve, in the third quarter? We were up. We had 38-11 in time of possession at one point. 38-11. And we were running the ball more in that game. We didn't run the ball as much as I like.
Rod, I'm logging your prediction just so you know. And that would have been your prediction.
If you win, Rod, you guys send me that.
Rod's already messing up being a Raiders fan, man. He's rooting for the Chiefs. It's like your arch enemy. The Chiefs are your Cowboys, man.
Oh, and he also thinks Reeves and Curl, not Everett. I disagree. I like Everett, man.
You can't even rate her right, Rodney.
Yeah.
You're never supposed to root for the Chiefs.
Jamal makes a great point. What's the deal with Jamin Davis? Why can't he get on the field? That's my problem. I joked last week that Jamin Davis outplayed Logan Thomas last week by 13 snaps.
Jack Del Rio just said something they put on Twitter. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, he's getting close. He's almost going to turn the corner soon. He's getting there.
Just continue to gain confidence and play fast. You know, that's what we're looking for. He's a great young man. He cares a great deal. Probably cares a little too much. I like to see him just say the heck with it. I don't know why I'm reading like I'm fucking Floyd Mayweather.
He said care less. Yeah. Dude, he's the 19th overall pick. Get him out there. Play him. For real. I mean, so Dev, what do you think the keys to a victory on Sunday for the Washington football team is?
Get a Heineke on the edge, run the ball a lot more than you have been running it. Don't over pursue. Your pass rush and be over aggressive and let him get wide open passing lanes or lanes to running backs run through. It seemed like every time Young will get so far upfield, they'd either do a run to his side and go straight where he was running at, or a quarterback would just slide in that gap and throw it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like Jameson was doing the whole time. That's what it seemed like Allen was doing the whole time. So just try not to be so aggressive and maybe actually keep him in the pocket. If you can, you got to disrupt that guy. Which he's good. He's good off schedule throws as well. So, but he doesn't have this main weapons. It looks like at his disposal when his line is crap. One constant about us, our line is good. So,
the pressure we got for a decent amount of that game against the Saints, we need to get for 60 minutes against Patrick Mahomes.
Chase Young had a very good game. Whether it might not equate it in sacks, but you look at his metrics, he had a great game, best game all season. So we need more of that. Jamal says our two free agent wide receivers have given us nothing this year, Samuel and Humphries. Samuel's
been hurt, and Humphries has at least come up with some key spots.
Yes,
man, I told y'all.
Humphries gave us that really crucial third down on was it against the Giants that kept that drive alive. I won't forget that, but. My keys to a Washington victory is the defense just has to cover. They have to cover. Check this out. The 5 quarterback ratings for the first 5 games. Herbert, 85.2. This is versus us. Jones, 102.2. Allen, 129.8. Matt Ryan, 111.5. And Jameis Winston, 108.8. We've given up 301 yards per game, 3 touchdowns a game, a half interception, and 2 sacks per game. The sacks are okay, but that passer rating, it's got to be better, guys. It's got to be better. It's not going to work. And Jimmy Lee Patterson says, keep an eye on Dax Milne. Hey, we haven't seen him all year do anything, so shit, I'll take it. At this point, it don't really matter.
Dax Milne has 1 catch for 6 yards. By the way, Adam Humphries is our second leading receiver amongst wide receivers.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm sorry. I take that back. He's our second leading receiver overall. He has 14 catches for 153 yards. He actually is a more productive slot receiver than J.D. McKissick. He has more yards and more catches.
Fair enough.
Free J.D. McKissick, guys.
Free J.D. Free J.D.
Free Jarrett Patterson, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like nice to get more from Brown.
Well, if he plays this week, yeah, I would like to see it. One guy I've been happy to see show up as more than just a kick returner is Deandre Carter.
Yeah,
he is showing up nicely as kind of a fourth wide receiver at times. Just getting open. You don't expect much from a guy in his role, but what he's given us is pleasant. And he's been good on kick returns, not just that kick return touchdown, but he's given us decent field position on other kickoffs. If he has the opportunity to run it out, you know you're going to be ending up on the 30, 35-yard line if you just give him decent blocking.
Very true. Hey, if you're listening and you want to throw a prediction in the chat for a chance to win a prize, if you predict the score straight up, we'll send you a prize. So we'll keep it straight right now, and I'll just tell you the signed Bryce Love pylon is up for grabs now. If no one gets it at the end of the season, I might just give it to Phil to settle his man crush over Bryce Love. But that's what's on the deck. So post your
Bryce Love, baby.
Yeah, post your score prediction in the chat. If not, you can do it Sunday at the pregame live stream. We'll be live at 12:30 p.m., but right before game time, right on here. So just catch us on YouTube, on Twitter. You can catch us on in the Facebook page or in the Facebook group. But yeah, fellas, I think we're gonna wrap it up right now. I'll log all the predictions as we give our shout outs. So Dev, go ahead and get some shout outs if you got any.
Shout out to Rod, man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. That's Washington singing to you, bro. You'll be back.
Phil.
I want to shout out Mrs. Rodney Thomas, Tawana Thomas, because she is angry with Rod over his decision and said that we, the three of us, should no longer be friends with him.
Oh,
baby, come back.
Man.
Any kind of
remember, Rod, we're still friends with you despite that.
Everything about you.
So we got two predictions so far. Rod said 55-23 Kansas City. Al Evans 34-31 Washington, and Chris Blow 42-17 Kansas City. Yeah, we don't have to give our predictions right now. We can give those on Sunday if we want, but
I got one.
Oh, go ahead, Phil. Go for it.
34-29 Washington football team.
Ooh, zing zing.
I just got this feeling that this is going to be the game that gives a lot of people hope. But it's also going to be a game that if we win, you're going to hear the people who live and soak and drink that negativity like it's Gatorade on a hot day. That, well, the Chiefs aren't that good this year. But they're the same ones who believe the Chiefs will beat us by 40.
That's fair. All right. Hey, Jimmy Lee. Okay, I was going to ask you who won. So Jimmy Lee Patterson has 38-32 Washington. Oh, okay. I see you, dog. I would not have expected that. It looks like many people think this is a trap game. Dev, give me a score, man. Give me a score.
We put 40 up. They get 35. 40-35. Good guys. We're going to win the game, man. And we're going to get blown out by the Packers next week. That's what's going to happen.
That's fair. I'm going to say 40-30 Kansas City. I'm going to stick with that. That's going to be our prediction right now. We have the right to change it on Sunday.
Here's my question for you on that score.
Yeah.
Is it a competitive 40-30, or are we going to be down by 17-20 most of the game?
Oh, no. I honestly think it's going to be very similar to the New Orleans game. It was competitive, and then there's going to be a back-breaking play where it goes back and forth, and on our back, we get a turnover, they get a turnover, and then they score again. And I think that's like a field goal, and then that's going to be your separation. So I think that's how it's going to work out. So you can't see us putting up a 40 burger. Yeah, I don't. That's why I said we score 30, they score 40. I mean, Chris and Dev are saying 40 plus, 42 and 40.
I'm telling you, dog.
So, all right. Well, those are the scores.
About the Packers.
Any more shout outs, fellas?
Shout out to Dev for the new theme song he's going to record for next week's pod.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to do, man. I will trust your artistic freedom.
I'm just going to sing it instrumental. That's what we're going to roll with. I mean,
he's going to put one of those big sensory bleeps.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, thank you to those who joined the stream tonight. We really appreciate you, Al, Chris, Jimmy, Rod, T-Ho, Jamal. Greg,
before you go,
I'll make sure we hit everybody. We don't miss anybody. Thomas Millen, Chai Guns. Hey, thanks for stopping by, fellas. We really appreciate
taking a shout out to Rod.
And a shout out to Rod.
Hey,
thank you for joining the pod.
Hey,
thank you for taking that cursed westward.
Hey,
keep it out there.
Hey, you know what? You ever got a call from a motherfucking jail and they go, "This is a collect call from the Marion County Adjustment Center."
Yep.
You collect the call from. And it say George or something in the little bleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I had my cousin George is in jail. He called. He was like, "This is a collect call from. Tell your mama to send me some socks."
you get it in with the announcement.
You get it all in there. That way you ain't got to pay for it. You used to call like 3 times in a row. And some noodles. You know.
Oh man! All right, fellas, we're gonna shut it down. Hey, we will see everyone live stream on Sunday at 12:30 p.m. Live and direct. All right.
Eastern.
Peace.
Go Rod, go Steve, go Phil, go